Minecraft SMPs. When you hear those two words together, you probably think of SMPs like the Dream SMP, the Lifesteal SMP, SMP Earth, SMP Live, and I could list many more. But one SMP that just stands out from the rest is most certainly Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft has gone through all phases of Minecraft, even surviving its roughest times. Despite the chaos in the Minecraft community, Hermitcraft has managed to steer clear of drama, silently being one of, if not the most popular Minecraft SMPs ever. Minecraft first added survival multiplayer on the 31st of May 2009, and with this update brought a ton of small SMPs that went a little bit like this.
Just wondering what's going on.
Now SMPs like this were quite simple, mostly just a few friends playing together without much serious drama or controversy, very different from SMPs today. The first ever, I guess, proper Minecraft SMP was called Minecraft Online. This SMP was created on the 4th of August 2010 by a user named Slow Riot and came out on version alpha 1.0.15. This SMP was the start of the type of SMPs we see today, like Lifesteal, having wars against other regions of the server. This SMP was quite big back in the old days, but isn't as popular today. More modern SMPs like SMP Live were much more viral and became much more popular in a much shorter period of time. SMP Live was created by an extremely popular YouTuber, Call Me Carson, and his slightly less popular friend C-Scoop on the 1st of March 2019. This SMP started off with 8 members: JSlat, Just Travis, Ultrive, Sneak Snag, _Mason, JC the Caster, It's Josh, and Jocko. Little did those 8 members know, but there would be a twist. You can only be on the SMP if you are live, hence the name. This SMP was pretty viral and gained millions of views all over social media, mostly due to the large number of YouTubers and streamers in the server. After SMP Live slowly died down and became less active, a new SMP called SMP Earth started popping up into everyone's feed. SMP Earth was created on the 22nd of November 2019 by Chip, Wilbur Soot, and Josh A20, and had a very unique twist to it. The entire server map was based off a 1 to 3000 scale map of the entire world. Extremely popular YouTubers like Technoblade, Filza, and TommyInnit were all live streaming and making content on this server, which helped bring its viewership up dramatically. You started the server off by picking the content you wanted to go to and slowly started taking over the land as your own. According to the SMP Earth's wiki page, the server lasted 142 days, which is approximately 7.61 times less than how long the Dream SMP lasted. Unlike the past SMPs that I've talked about, the Dream SMP wasn't all smooth sailing and definitely had a lot, and I mean a lot, of controversy. The Dream SMP was originally created on the 24th of April 2020, starting off with just Dream and his good friend George Not Found. After a few weeks of the server being up, it grew to a modest 7 members consisting of Dream, George Not Found, Sapnap, Callahan, Ponk, Bad Boy Halo, and Awesome Dude. But then one specific person asked to join the SMP. TommyInnit. Now TommyInnit joining the server caused absolute chaos. He blew up the one house that kept the members together, even started an entire war just because he wanted to be independent from the rest of the SMP, and overall just made the SMP get a shit ton more clicks. The Dream SMP inspired so many people, and each YouTuber featured on the server gained a massive audience. The SMP lasted a good 3 years, but sadly ended on the 10th of April 2023. This was due to quite a few reasons, one being the passing of Technoblade and another being the fact that players started leaving to work on other bigger projects of their own. As this SMP was probably the biggest at the time, the fact that it ended meant that there wasn't much going on in the Minecraft SMP community, or that was the case at least until the Lifesteal SMP. This server launched in July of 2021 and it was created by JPEX and Mapic. The server had a great start as it was a pretty unique idea and hadn't really been done before. Remember that word, unique. After the Lifesteal SMP really took off, many saw this as an opportunity for new content, so a ton of smaller SMPs were created, such as the Infuse SMP, the Levels SMP, the Bliss SMP, and the Strength SMP. These SMPs are all pretty similar to Lifesteal, but have their own small twists. With Infuse SMP, when you die, you gain a negative potion effect, but when you kill someone, you gain a positive potion effect. These sort of Lifesteal knockoffs started becoming increasingly popular, which influenced younger kids to start making their own SMPs and SMP content. Some guy even made a video showing how there were SMPs made literally every single day. Anyway, even the Lifesteal SMP is slowly losing plays, and some of the larger creators on the server like Recrap and Parrot X2 have now completely left. I'd guess that in the very near future, the Lifesteal SMP won't be around at all anymore, and it will be the end for that genre. One SMP that has stood the test of time, however, is Hermitcraft. Hermitcraft was founded on April 12, 2012, starting off with 5 YouTubers such as B000100, Keralis, Hypnotized, Izumavoid, and Joy Hills. These creators all started posting videos on the server mostly for fun, but it soon turned into something much bigger. Season 2 gave Hermitcraft a big boost in the Minecraft scene, adding already quite big YouTubers like Mumbo Jumbo, iJevin, False Symmetry, Tinfoil Chef, and Tango. The additional success in this season was nothing compared to Season 6 however, with not only adding YouTubers like Ethos Lab, DocM77 and Impulse SV, but also the dramatic increase in viewership on YouTube and other social media platforms. With more and more creators being added every season and more videos being made on the server, it started going viral. However, one thing was different with Hermitcraft. As we spoke about before, SMPs like the Dream SMP or Lifesteal SMP can go extremely viral and bring success to many different creators, but that doesn't mean it will last forever, and as seen with the Dream SMP, it has ended completely. But what was different with Hermitcraft, and what has kept it going for over 12 years now? Well, there are 3 main keys to a long-lasting SMP, starting off with point 1, an active player base. Hermitcraft adds a large number of creators every season. For example, seasons 1 and 2 added a total of 37 members, and even though a few of these people have now left the server, a large number of them have stayed, and over the years, new members have been added to replace their spots. Point 2 brings us to a topic of controversy and arguments. The Dream SMP, a server filled with conflict and drama. The server's entire plot was based off of this on purpose. However, Hermitcraft is much more of a chilled out SMP, and any conflict or drama there wouldn't sit well with the audience and certainly wouldn't be enjoyable to watch. The reason why Hermitcraft doesn't have this type of conflict is mostly due to the older members and more mature players of the server. The more they play on the server, the more content they can make, which then brings in more views and more money. But that isn't meant to do real harm, and it's just all for fun and laughs. Even with a large player base and a lack of drama in a server, you still need active players, which brings us to point 3, the motivation to keep playing on the server. Players like Mumbo Jumbo, B000100, Keralis, Izumavoid, and many more have all been making consistent content on the server for years now, and have been there since the beginning. These players are extremely dedicated to the server, and it's a win-win for everyone. The more they play on the server, the more content they can make, which then brings in more views and more money. They don't really have a reason to leave the server other than if they were just completely bored of Minecraft, but I doubt that would happen. The Hermitcraft server has been around for more than 12 years now, and it has definitely survived the test of time. The server has gone through many different stages, and the creators on the server have inspired many. I don't see Hermitcraft dying down anytime soon, and it's likely that the server will keep living on for the many years to come.
Switch